Hey, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and every day I'm doing a vlog, and I'm doing it across 1,000 days, and every day I vlog about something completely different. So if you're not subscribed, a subscribe will be absolutely awesome. And if you're not a member, how about becoming a member? Or or maybe buy me a coffee or a super thanks. I'd really appreciate any help you could give me. It takes time to make these vlogs and to do these, so anything you could do to help me along my journey, I'd really appreciate that. And today, well, I'm going to say choose wisely. Choose wisely, my friends, because it can be costly. So when you allow people in your life, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a partner, in a relationship, whether it's occupational, you're taking on a partner in your job maybe, if you are choosing somebody, please choose slowly and wisely, because not everybody is who they appear. Not everybody will be that person that you need in your life. They may present in a way that you think they might be, and that is a skill to identify and recognize very early on if they are somebody that you should have in your life. Now, most of us don't perfect that skill. Most of us don't understand that later on things can go really horribly wrong, and we can often reflect back on certain behaviors and think to ourselves, well, I really wish that I'd had the foresight there. So I guess for a relationship, what are you looking at? You're looking at mutual interests. You're looking at things that you have in common with each other, and sharing things and being compatible with each other. But there's little indicators as you go along if those compatibilities aren't there. And some people wear masks, and they wear it for a very long time, and that can be confusing, because you really want to make it work, and I guess over a period of time there can be a loss of that desire. There can be a loss of that want or need for it to all work out. And I think, life is something that is challenging, that brings us rewards and can help us to have positive people in our lives. But if they're not positive and they don't bring about positivity, then we have to say goodbye. Choosing the right people in our lives can be difficult, and doing it at the right time is even more difficult. Making choices about people, decisions about them, trying to understand who they are, and what they bring to the table. You almost have to have a common sense approach at it. And I think most of us don't have that. Or we acquire that skill as we go along. And acquiring it can be based on experience. And the experience of it, well, can be brought about by negative experiences. Meeting people who aren't in our camp really, who we should never have encouraged to be in our lives. And they end up being in our lives because, well, we think it's the right thing at the time, but it's not. It really isn't. And that's the challenge, isn't it? Being smart enough to be able to identify if that's the person we should have in our lives. And of course, when you're talking about a romantic relationship, that really is brought about by your heart, isn't it? And the heart rules the head sometimes. And when it does, well, we jump with both feet all in. And we don't really measure or think about the consequences of where we are, because, hey, we're in love, and that's what we do. And to measure the value of somebody when we're doing that, well, I think love can be blind, and it makes you turn a blind eye to their bad behaviour, their red flags, as it were. It's so difficult to be able to identify that. But over time, people soon reveal themselves. They really do. They show exactly who they are. And when they do that, then I think that's the point that you've got to say to yourself, I'm going to do something a little bit different here, because that's what's required. And when you do something different, that's when you set yourself free. you're able to go off and do other things and be more smarter. So the next time you see or witness similar behaviour, you can stay away from that person, if that's what you want to do. And in the interest of peace, that might be the best thing, because peace in your life is everything. If you don't have that, well, you should seek it out. So being smart about somebody, choosing that person, that special person, wisely, it's important to do. It really is. And not rushing into it. Be slow to start a relationship, maybe. Be very slow to start it. Be even slower to have or think about maybe a marriage. But be very quick. Be as quick as you can in having a separation or a divorce. Because when things do turn sour, you've got to step away as quickly as possible. Because what you have is toxicity meets toxicity, and that can cause issue. So choose wisely. The difficulty being is that when the heart decides what you want, that is incredibly different. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Thanks so much for stopping by. A subscribe would be awesome. I talk about something completely different every day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you then. Bye now.